Hey, hello, welcome back to Dutch Diecast Collector, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome. Today we got a very colorful Thunderbolt P-47 from Lieutenant Ike David. So the story behind the paint scheme is quite cool. Strikingly colorful paint scheme, of course. While many pilots named their aircraft after their girlfriends, legend has it that Davis, he couldn't easily do this because he had two different ones at the same time. And instead he went for the name of his younger brother, Tarheel Hal. So Hal was from Northern Carolina and the Tarheel state. So that's quite a funny fact. I'm not sure if it's correct, but it's on the text of the website, and yeah, I find it very funny, that one. Now the color for sure is very cool. I already had a look when I was visiting Diecast Diorama. The box is always very standard and very good. This one is already cut open, luckily. And there you have it, guys. A very striking plane. The stand is in the top. This one is gonna go on stand eventually. So we're gonna start on the wheels and work our way down from that. We can use the foam insert later on. Now mainly what struck me was the nice bright orange. The parts are really good and detailed. Also the pilot figure and so on. Everything is nice done. The only thing that is a bit of a flaw with the insert right now, it's these sticky pads. And what is happening with these sticky pads, they create quite some scratches, or yeah, it's more like glue residue, let's say. It comes off with some alcohol, so it's not a big deal. The flaps are movable, but not really well, so I don't recommend you pull on them. They're inserted in there and gives just the detail that they will function. The same with the rear, there's plastic parts in there, so don't really start wiggling it too much, not recommended. I think they can go down a little bit, but I just don't want to push them. I'm not even sure. Then again, for the engine details, it compares really nicely. The prop nicely moving, the details there are really good. One thing that you sometimes see with these, so the hood, let's say it's open of course from the engine, and this one is also a bit off to the right. This one has it very minimal, but some of these P-47s have it really badly. So always keep an eye on when you're taking yours out of the box, that this plays always nicely. Then again, the paint job, stunning. Very well done. I'm not sure how the canopy opens again. I think it's just a lifter, but I'm not sure. Let's see. It's been a while since I had one of these. I'm going to look that up later on. I don't want to mess things up. Ah, there it is. All right. Inside the cockpit, nicely done. Also the rear mirror, by the way, on top. Also nicely done. The gauges are very plain, just circles. Then the seat details again are really cool. The tail, of course, beauty. Yeah, stunner. Really big and heavy, bulky plane, by the way. I think I only have one so far, and this one mainly because of the colors. And thank you, John, by the way, for poking me into this one. You were posting this one, I think, the most of everyone in Hobby Master forums on Facebook. Really made me think, like, hey, that I want this one in my collection. Then, as for parts, the basics, the wheels, of course. Oh, man, I'm almost tapping a glass over here. Yeah, you can put it back. Here. Thank you. Yeah, so guys, in the back of the ground, I'm trying to drink a Coke and then almost tip it over with my scissors. The wheel assemblies, nicely done. No markings, not movable. There's also no tire tread on these, by the way. Let me get them an image. But nicely done, not bad. And also this, the rear wheel, it's a steady piece. There's no rubber on it, so that's really good. What do we get? Tanks and drop bombs and the center fuel tank. The center fuel tank being huge, which is really cool. Now this one going on the stand, you cannot use the center fuel tank, I believe, but we'll check in a sec. Let's see how everything looks. Always fun to get everything out of the plastics. I hate plastics, to be honest, especially packagings. I like inserts better than like JC Wings has, let's say, so like the packaging. Let's get this all out of the way. Let's see, the fuel tanks for under the wings, nicely done with a left marking on it. The lines, as always, are, let me get you on size, by the way. And the lines are quite poor again, not really good. As also here, a little bit of sanding would have come far away, especially for the price you pay for these models. I saw in the United States they cost $130 retail, which is quite hefty if you consider that here it's like even 89 euros and 95 cents. But here again, the markings are quite poorly done. The paint is good, but just the sanding. The center fuel tank hub, nicely done still, it's good. The drop arms, same lining problem, not really perfect, but also not really bad. It's just in between there, let's say. The cockpit, there is no open setup for this one, I recall. Oh yeah, you can pop it in the back, that was it. I think that was the trick. Yeah, you can push it to the back or something, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. So I don't know what's up with the open configuration on this one. I don't think you have it. Of course, 2 antennas, that's always really good. The pilot figure, let's get that one also out. And then work our way through it. So I'm also curious if you guys collect World War II. I like them, especially 1/48 scale, although a bit big. Yeah, mainly the details are always really good. And it's something that I like, at least on me. Let's see, all the parts out again. The spare antenna is going to be hard to keep. Now, pilot figure, as always, nicely done. Really well detailed. Especially even the face details are there. Let's see how she fits in there. Let's see. It should be quite a good fitment, but just need to get it past the gauge, the poke, let's say. Yeah, nice, not bad. So now we can put the window back in. I believe it's a bit of a squish, yeah. I have to say the canopy is nicely done, nicely molded in there. The wheel assemblies, let's have a look. So you have the closed ones, and then we have the open ones. Now, the open ones don't have a marking on them, but I assume it's like poke-yoke. I think that you cannot really ruin it. At least I don't think so. I do have a bad tendency of putting things in the wrong place sometimes with parts, so that's quite funny. Let's see. So wheels fit really nicely. Then we have the open one. I believe this is the one, but I'm not sure. And then the other side also. I'm not sure if I have it on the right way. It moves bad with the left and right on a plane in here. But looking quite good. The center fuel tank, I'm also very curious about how that looks. Nice, not bad. Good fitment. And then you have the choice, of course, like fuel tanks. Let me check. I think this is the right one. If not, we can always change it later on. No, it's the wrong one. So you see the line is not lining up. So we're having the left one on the wrong spot. Let's try that again. But then again, I think they made the holes so that you can't screw it up. But I'm not sure. Was it the right one? I think so. This one only fits here, so don't know what's the deal with that. Let's see. Not so pretty. I think I have either double left or something. Let's see, left. And this one is, oh, come out. That's right. But it's so made that it doesn't fit in this one, so it's for sure the wrong one. Let's see how the fitment looks on that one. It also has a little bit of a gap in there. Not really pretty, but not bad also. Again, like it's in between. Just not perfect enough. But then again, it's a hobby master, so I'm not that worried about it. But with rub arms, I have to say it looks a lot better. Then you have one more blind plate. The blind plate is literally for the stand, I recall. So you can put it in. We can pull it out later on. And of course the rear wheel assembly. A bit funny that they have yellow on there. So these claps are yellow and the rest of the tail is all nice and orange. I'm not sure how that is on the real plane, but for sure looks cool on its wheels. So what's left over, of course, for us is to put an antenna on. I'll always do that at the end because I'm always afraid to snap these little guys off. Then we have the stand because this one is going to go on its stand. And then we'll see also how easy is it to disassemble everything again. Nicely packaged, by the way. A little tissue. And a little pin puller, so that's good. Aluminum arm again, so that I'm very happy with. It's a shame that these 148s don't have all the chrome inlay. I always like that. Fitment is really clean, by the way. And then the top of the stand. This is always something you need to be very careful about. It's not always really sitting well. So you need to make sure that you're all the way in Now downside, oh no, I think the fuel tank can maybe stay, but I'm not sure. We'll see in a sec. Let me check. So I had a pin puller. For those of you who don't see it in action every day, usually you can pull these parts out quite easily. If it doesn't work, just pull a bit downward. Then the wheel assemblies to remove, also straightforward. Again, I'm not 100% sure if I had them on the wrong right way. I think so because of the bend here, but we'll see. And the drop bombs can stay on for now. Then the closed wheel hubs. I hope they fit better than most models. Oh, these are really good. Nice fitment. Nice click. Oh, this is really nice looking. Oh, that's good. Very happy with that one. Let's see if this one owns up the same level. A little bit looser this one, but still not bad. Not bad. No. Not bad at all. Then had a weird little yellow clap. I feel it should be orange, but then again, I really need to check plain fit pictures. If there are some good pictures at least. So like that. Nice. And this is why I don't have the antenna on. By the way, I just noticed that the sanding again in the paint is not perfect yet. On this side it's really clean, and this one is a bit, yeah, some blemishes in the aluminum, but not bad. Yeah, let's see if we can fit the stand and the tank. I'm not sure. So the stand is on. Let's see if the fuel tank fits. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. I would love to see a solution for that, but I know that's hard. So you cannot put in the center fuel tank, so that's a bit of a shame for a plane that is so cool. But then again, who bothers too much? So what we're going to do, we're going to put it on our rotisserie table and show you guys the finish. Hey guys, and there's the finish of the P-47 Thunderbolt. Yeah, a beauty. I'm very happy that I picked it. I'm happy that I got convinced by people online again. The orange, really nicely done in the high gloss. The front, nicely detailed with the stars. The nose cone colors, nicely done. The transition of the colors, nicely done. The lines of the body, the prop. All the details are coming together very good. So for sure a recommendation if you like planes or you just want to collect one World War II plane. Also a nice story, I think. Fun details and orange tail. I don't think I've ever seen that in movies. So yeah, a really nice historic piece. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And of course, if you're interested in one of these models, check out my discount code on Diecast Diorama, DDC, so Dutch Diecast Collector in short, DDC 10, and you will get 10% discount on your next purchase. And any purchase in the future, this code will be active. So feel free to use it, and hopefully you enjoy this model just as I did. Thank you guys. Bye bye.